The popular ABC series Manifest, about a flight that mysteriously lands 5 years after it took off, is currently all the rage, despite the fact that it's been cancelled. Fans continue to rally together to save it somehow, and talks are underway for a season 4 renewal at Netflix or ABC. All while the series racks up new fans on Netflix. But what do we do in the meantime? What shows should you watch after you've finished all 3 seasons of Manifest? Thankfully, there are plenty of great shows worth checking out that are in the same vibe as Manifest.
In our time, many years from now, humanity's been all but wiped out. We've come back to change that.
On number 7. Travelers. Travelers is a science fiction series that ran for 3 seasons from 2016 to 2018. The show stars Eric McCormack as Grant McLaren, also known as Traveler 2468. A man who is sent back in time with a team of other travelers to our present to hopefully change the future and prevent an apocalyptic breakdown of society. The people from the future enter the present by taking over the bodies of people who are on the verge of death. With puzzling questions about the structure of time alongside emotional character arcs, this series is the perfect next watch after Manifest.
If you know what it means to be reborn, a sensate. What?
On number 6. Sense8. Created by the Wachowskis, the filmmaking team behind the Matrix movies and Cloud Atlas. Sense8 is about a group of 8 people connected around the world who develop the ability to see, hear, and feel everything the others in the group do, known as sensates. As the group is finally starting to understand their empathic new situation, they learn that there's an organization after them that's hunting and killing sensates across the world.
Olivia Dunham, FBI.
Most of what I'm about to show you has not been made public.
On number 5. Fringe. Fringe is definitely a must-watch for Manifest fans, as the series is 5 seasons of mystery, supernatural science fiction, and crime procedural, with a well-designed mythology. This series stars Anna Torv as FBI agent Olivia Dunham, John Noble as a brilliant scientist Walter Bishop, and Joshua Jackson as Walter's estranged, cynical son. Fringe is centered around a fictional branch of the FBI called the Fringe Division. As you might guess, the department covers all unexplained, possibly supernatural events, or anything one might consider fringe science.
Can you make the formula? I'm gonna be home in 10.
On number 4. The Leftovers. Created by Damon Lindelof, The Leftovers is a criminally underrated series about a world in which 2% of the population disappeared 3 years earlier, randomly and without explanation. But surprisingly, the show doesn't focus on the missing. Instead, The Leftovers centers around those who left behind. As they try to reconcile with their new reality in the face of a massive unanswerable question, where did they go? Some find religion, some hold on tight to what they know, and others wonder if they simply aren't good enough to be taken. At the center of the story is the Garvey family, led by the pragmatic chief of police Kevin, played by Justin Theroux. On number 3. Under the Dome. If you want to watch something with a solid central mystery like Manifest, Under the Dome is a great choice. Based on Stephen King's 2009 novel of the same name, this series focuses on a small town called Chester's Mill, where a mysterious dome suddenly encloses the town and its citizens one day, cutting them off from the rest of the world. Over the course of 3 seasons, the show explores how and why the dome is there, who's responsible, and what happens when a bunch of people are stuck together in a small, trapped place, with resources scarce and relationships tested. Just when you think you've figured out what's really behind the dome, the show throws you for a loop with a twist you never see coming.
We are stuck here.
It's the 21st century, okay? They will find us.
On number 2. The Wilds. The newest show on the list, The Wilds has only been on for 1 season, but a second, and hopefully more, is on the way. The Amazon original series is about a group of teenage girls whose plane crashes on a seemingly deserted island. Unknown to them, they are actually the subjects of an experiment known as the Dawn of Eve program, and are being watched and studied the whole time. The story flashes between the girls' time on the island, flashbacks to life before the trip, and flash forwards to after they are rescued and are being interviewed about their experience.
Who are these people?
But she's never seen us before. 7 years ago when she went missing.
On number 1. The OA. The OA, created by Britt Marling and Zalbit Manglage for Netflix, is another show that ended prematurely, getting cancelled after season 2 with an intense cliffhanger. It's a major loss, as the OA is a strange and inspiring show unlike anything else on television. The series stars Marling as Prairie Johnson, a woman who reappears after having been missing for 7 years. While before she was blind as a result of an accident in her childhood. But now Prairie has somehow regained her sight. Shortly after returning to her family as thoroughly changed person, Prairie starts secretly gathering together 5 locals, telling them her story and asking for help, saving other missing people. Who she claims are trapped in another dimension. That's it for today. Do subscribe my channel if you like this suggestions. And thank you for watching this video.